Hi guys, welcome to a special episode of the Groupchat Wrestling Podcast. This week, me and Andy got the pleasure of being the first podcast ever to interview Jay. He's the heart and soul of TNT Extreme Wrestling here in Liverpool. So sit back and enjoy what is a fantastic episode. Right, so Jay, just to start off, lad, do you want to tell us about the beginnings of TNT, why you decided to start the company?
Yeah, so obviously, like as you know, anyone who's involved in wrestling, it started with like watching wrestling at a young age. Well, my earliest memory of wrestling was I remember going to a book fair in primary school, and I remember just looking through all these books, and I remember coming across an annual, WWF annual, and I just remember looking at this book and just being like blown away by all these large and light characters. And yeah, that was when the hook was truly in. And then yeah, just always been a massive fan of wrestling. I stopped watching it for a while. When obviously WWE bought ECW around that era. I think everyone stopped watching around then. And then started watching again. And then I just started like wanting to get involved much more in wrestling. So I started seeking wrestling classes, and at the time, the promotion what was around me was Infinite Promotions. So I started going there, and they started doing classes. So I started actually doing a bit of training, and I was getting stuck into it. But then after a while, I just thought, nah, this is not for me. Like I want to be involved in wrestling, but I just want to be more behind the scenes, more like production and putting stuff together. So yeah, I just thought let's go for it. So one of my best friends, Flemo, we sat in one of the kitchens, just having a few drinks, and I was just coming up with all names and that, and then yeah, come up with like the name for it, and then I thought let's go for it, and then in February, I think it was 2015. I thought, yeah, let's go for it, and then booked the venue, and then just went for it, like, and then that was the start of TNT, 2015, and yeah, we're here about 10 years later, still rock and rolling. Like.
Yeah,
That's mad, that.
congratulations on.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say that's mad. That just you just decided I'm gonna start a promotion, and then off you went. It was how did you how did you go about getting people involved in the first place? Then did you know people from the training with Infinite that you've been doing, or did you just reach out to other
No,
people?
no, so bit of a mad one, this, like, so our first ever show, I basically reached out to our promoter and asked him, like, yo, I want to get involved in wrestling. Could you come down and, obviously help us out with the show? You book it and stuff, and I'll just brand it TNT. So that happened. So it's like basically I hired wrestling in a box for my first show.
That's class.
And then, but as soon as I'm like, whenever I like get involved in something, because I already had a passion for wrestling, I knew it was just about connecting the right things, you know what I mean? And I
Yeah,
picked it up straight away. And even I was pointing things out what this guy was doing. I was like, what the fuck's he doing? You know what I mean? And then like I just went boom. And then after that, I ended up inheriting like a book. I just thought I could just get more of the swing of things in a guy called Nick Hughes and another wrestler. He's actually retired now. His name's Roughneck. So we were like a little bit of a team. So it was me, Nick, and Keith. But I was spending a lot of time with Keith, so I was picking up the business from Keith. And he'd be a good person to actually get on the podcast because he'd have a really good story to tell you. Like, but I learned quite a lot of Keith. Like Keith, I don't know if you know who Roughneck is, but he's a veteran in this business of wrestling. He's a lovely guy, and he just gave me all the time in the world, mate. And I learned so much off him. Like, and then I just boom, I was off on one then. So I like to pick his brains, and we just meet up every Friday, and I'll be like, "What do you think this is?" Like, "Fucking, I'll meet you. You're really picking this up. That's great, that, you know what I mean?" And then that was it. Then, and then I think it was like third show in. I was just off on my own then, booking, no sleep, just off all night, just booking stuff, and
Is
yeah,
is
man.
that when you thought like, yeah, this is it? This, this is something now.
Yeah, I mean, it's infectious, isn't it? Like it's wrestling. Like I just love the business. I love everything about it. Like you know what I mean. Like my bird just sometimes like goes like I'm with a wrestler like Lucy Sky. She's like to me at the time, like just cut off. I just never any cut off for me, but that's how passionate I am about it. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's
Well,
just there's just
well,
no
we
stopping it.
we only started this podcast. Well, from my point of view, we only started it, or I wanted to start it because I was bored in the shit out of me missus talking about wrestling all the time. So it was a little escape. Just it's probably
I,
saved me
So,
relationship.
yeah, I think it's like good because obviously, like I'm living with someone who's in the same world as me, so it must. Obviously she loves wrestling herself, but she sometimes goes, just go to sleep, will ya? You know what I mean? So, but yeah, so yeah, no, but like we've had our ups and downs in this over the last 10 years, but yeah, I'm quite proud of where we are right now, and we're still here to tell the tale, like so.
Yeah, you one of you're one of the few managed to stick around through the ups and downs over the last 6 or 7 years. I mean, obviously there's the NXT UK thing that seems to hoover up a lot of the talent and
We left
sent
them
a
on the map.
yeah, well, I know, yeah, but I mean, but after that came COVID as well, which was like another nail in the
Yeah,
in the kind of the head of British wrestling. So it was a
I
1-2 punch, wasn't it? Really?
yeah, I still think wrestling to this day is still affected by that. Because I just remember just before it, like because I remember transitioning from the weekends because it was so annoying. Like for every like promoter, there's always that annoying like thing where like you're booking in advance and you've got this amazing storylines in place and then that's when you get to at the end of it and you go to the guy you're available and I'm like no, I'm like oh fuck. So we just fucked this fucked up. So we moved to like Thursdays and I remember this happening during like lockdown, and we were getting some fucking big numbers in, like we were hitting like 400s, like 500s on a Thursday. And I remember people saying, "Oh, you don't run through the week." But the best thing about it is like everyone's available through the week, so you don't have to worry about storylines and that. But yeah, I just remember it, mate. But it absolutely crushed it. I still think it's affected to this day. Like, I mean, because we're still picking up numbers. Sometimes, I mean, when we come back with like the GCW crossover, I think that did take part in the big boom in British wrestling. Like, obviously, I don't want to take credit for everything, but there's a lot of promotions doing amazing things. But I remember that was a big boom. That was like really historical night in British wrestling. Like,
Yeah.
but then it just fluctuates. Like the numbers are just mad. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. But like I say, like yeah, I think that lockdown did fuck up British wrestling a little bit. Like but it's slowly coming back. You know what I mean? I can see it. There's going to be another boom in British wrestling again. I reckon.
Yeah, well, I don't want to jump too far ahead here, like, but I mean, while we're on the subject of this, do you think, like, there's a lot of people who seem to think the WWE that ID thing is going to have a
Yeah,
similar effect as to NXT UK in terms of locking down talent. Do you think as a promoter that's going to affect you, or do you think
I. Do
it's
you
been
know what? Like,
overblown?
it's just like to be honest. I remember when everyone was see I don't give a fuck mate like I just rock and roll no matter
Yeah,
what like and I remember when that happened and everyone's like oh what are you gonna do all the wrestlers I just went fuck that I'll just go and book I'll pack I reached out to pack and I just reached out because there was some most of our wrestlers, the massive majority of some of our wrestlers who we strongly use on our shows, yeah, they were getting eaten up by NXT, but there weren't no restrictions on using them. But I was just like, well, there's always a way around it. You know what I mean? So I remember that when that happened, actually, that I thought, well, fuck it, then I'm gonna do a super show then and just show people I don't give a shit. Like, and I booked the Lucha Brothers, Pac, it was just there's so many names on the show, like,
It's
and
crazy.
yeah, I don't know if you lads come to it, but that was one hell of a show, like. But then, you know, it happened, and nothing really did come of it. But we're gonna have this happen either way because we're the stepping stone for these big companies anyway. So when they're coming to our shows and scouting these talents, they are gonna take all the talents eventually, and that's the whole point of it. Like with the indies, so that's what's gonna happen eventually anyway. So that's just for us, the bookers, to start investing in the younger talent, to start bringing them up the ranks, and that's exactly what we've been doing now with our because we went training school and stuff. So, there's a lot of bright young talent like coming through, like, but you've always got to be prepared for when that happens.
Yeah, no, you're spot on. Some of the talent coming through at the moment is incredible. It's we actually had Leon Cage on the podcast a few months
Oh,
back, and
wow.
I lost my shit when he showing up at the show back in was it January, yeah.
Yeah.
Because obviously I didn't expect it, I didn't know plans had
Neither did
changed. And
I. Hey, the kid's like, he shouldn't even be at the show in attendance.
no, it's mad,
I
isn't
know, I
it?
was just like, what the fuck? But what an amazing talent. Like, it's scary, isn't it? Like
It
some of these
is.
kids, like, I mean, like, look, talking about another Leon, like, Leon Slater.
Oh, he's phenomenal, isn't he? God, he's unreal.
What a
Crazy.
guy, like, honestly, God, like, I mean, I've just like seeing them come through. I just see it with these kids. Like honestly, like when I'm speaking with them, it's the orders off them I get, and I was just like, because I'm really good mates with Dan Maloney, Driller, and I was just like, lad, he's special. He's like, bro, he's gonna be massively. And look what he's doing now. He's tagging
I
with like the
know.
Hardys and fuck. You know what I mean? It's just crazy, like, you know what I mean?
It was
But he
the
deserves
only
it though. He fucking deserves it, mate. He works his fucking his ass off, mate. So, you
oh,
know.
he's phenomenal. The only worry I had watching him at I think it was Cold Day in Hell was them bloody lights. Fucking hell.
Oh, mate, honestly, God, they're like the spikes off Mortal Kombat, aren't they?
They
Everyone
are,
has
I've
aren't
the
they?
seen
same
that
fear.
fucking hell.
Like, it's like everyone has the same fear about them, like they're gonna drop or something. Now they actually move. We've realised that, like, so whenever doing flips and that, there's no issues, so it's all good. But I keep on saying to them all the time, like confusion, I'm like, get rid of them lights, that fucking do me.
The
But
thing is,
when
the
yeah,
thing
go
is though, they're a great visual, aren't they? Though, especially on TV. Like they
on.
actually
Yeah.
are a great visual for the
when
for
when
the
they
show. Like,
when they first got them, they were unreal. But over time, like you know what, mate? I think it cost them about like 50 grand for them or something like
fucking
that. I was
hell.
like, wow. Do you know what I mean? And when you see them when they first knew, like I'm talking like the days where we had like Big Demo and all that on the shows, like and the hooligans and stuff. It just looked so sick. Like, like they doing all like these crazy effects and stuff. But I think over time now they're fucking battling. So they only do like a few seconds now, like, but yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is. But Fusion, like talking about Fusion, what a venue. I've always bounced from that venue to Hangar 34, and you just can't take the amount of time what we've had in that venue, the energy what that venue's got, just surreal. Like, I love it. I love that venue.
It's class, and for me personally, it's great because I can just go and get a normal pint as well instead of having having
Yeah.
to buy having to buy a can of Carling for about a fiver, like it's some of the
Yeah,
venues.
Oh,
Like,
literally.
oh, mate, I've had it all. Like, like so many venues we've been to because we've had a few venues now. So we had the Black. I don't know whether you've ever seen the Black E. Have you ever been to the Black E in Liverpool?
no, I haven't.
Yeah, oh, mate, what an arena! Like this was the first venue I ever used. I think I used it twice. And it's literally if you're ever going into like Liverpool city centre, like we have Chinatown, with the arches.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you seen that like round building to the left?
Yeah.
Before you, that's it. That's the Black E. It's
Oh,
the
fucking hell, yeah.
best wrestling venue ever. I'm telling you. It's like you go in, it's just a perfect square, high ceilings, got two balconies in there. It's just got like ECW vibes to it, mate. It's unreal, man. But yeah, they're very weird about like numbers in there, so you can only have like a restriction of like 200 people in there now, and it's just like
Oh, fuck that.
it's a shame. But I would
Yeah,
have went back there. I would have went back there, but then that's how I ended up going to Fusion, but it was called Envy at the time. So we ended up
Yeah.
going there, and then they switched the names to Envy to something else, and then it eventually went to Fusion. So yeah, but yeah, we've been to that one, Fusion, and Hangar 34 as well. Like that's another lovely venue as well. Amazing. That's some amazing shows up there as well. That's where we done the GCW weekenders.
yeah. No, they are. They're both class venues. I love the like as you know, like we're addicted to the balconies now. The balcony view is phenomenal.
You
It's
know,
fucking
Yeah.
great.
balcony wankers now, aren't you?
I would advise anyone to get one of the balcony booths if you can because the
Yeah.
view is fucking brilliant. You
Oh
just you
no.
can't beat it. I've been ringside for shows, and the view is nowhere near as good as it is on that balcony. You
No,
see everything.
you capture everything, mate. So but like I say, you usually there now near enough every shows now, aren't you?
Oh yeah, we're
So
hooked,
you're
aren't we? Yeah.
witnessing all the madness what we're doing now. So especially
That's
when you're
great.
watching death matches as well, like you don't miss a
Yeah.
thing.
What made you get into death matches then? Like,
Well, so I've always like based like my promotion off like an ECW kind of vibe anyway. I was a massive ECW fan
yeah,
anyway. And it was just how it just transitioned. Like I knew of death matches, but I actually, believe it or not, we done one on our first show, I believe,
wow,
back in 2015. Like, and I was just like, what? Light tubes, wow, what this is crazy, like, you know what I mean? So I've never really, after that, like after we've done the first one, I've never thought of like doing it again, but I've seen the interest. And I'm always one of them, mate. I need to do something. Like, if no one else has done it, I need to try and jump on it quick. Do you know what I mean? So I remember just doing our first one. Because, like, I thought, well, why not? Let's do a deathmatch tournament. I'll be honest, weren't the best. It was more hardcore than anything. But, yeah, there's definitely a market for it. Like,
Oh, 100%.
so, some of these fans are so bloodthirsty, like, but as the years have gone on, I've gone a bit more like extreme with it, like, you know what I mean? Like, and yeah, like some of the stuff we've been doing lately, it's just been going viral all around the world. Like, so yeah, it's mad. It's like, but I just all I feel about it, like, I'm not like I do enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. I do enjoy booking it, like, and putting it together. And I do have help from like people who are more experienced in that field, like when it comes to like stipulations and stuff. I just ask, they tell me stuff, and I go, right, this is what I want to do in the match, and I'll speak to talent and whatnot. But my fear is about it is it's getting more and more and more dangerous.
yeah,
And so, do you know what? I would like. Here's the thing as well. That I know there's a few other promotions out there who are doing them and stuff like that. And we'll always have medics. We'll always have insurance. We always, you know what I mean. So if anyone gets hurt, we've always got the right people there, or are backing. But the thing is, mate, I feel like it's gonna go too far soon. And like I remember, like Bridie the other day, she showed me something on the phone, and this guy's back is just like sliced in half, and I'm like, what the fuck? Are people gonna start like chainsawing people's heads off in
oh
matches now?
fucking,
Do you know what I
I
mean?
know, yeah,
To just get a fucking pop. Do you know what I mean? It's mad, like, you know what I mean? So I don't know, because obviously, like, I would remember, like, how, like, hardcore stuff was in the Attitude Era. I love that kind of style. Do you know what I mean? And I feel
yeah,
like that art of the hardcore's been lost because of the death matches. You know what I mean? I feel like I need
Yeah.
to bring it back in a way.
it,
But,
yeah,
do
it,
you
it
know what I
it
mean?
has. the death match has kind of taken over hardcore, hasn't it? So now a hardcore match just looks like a normal match to a lot of people, whereas like that death match that you say is extreme, and it's a kind of niche thing that there's a skill to, there's an art form to. Not anyone can do a death match.
Oh no, absolutely.
And that's why it goes viral because of that, like, isn't it?
Yeah. No, like, there's a market for everything, like, you know what I mean? Like, I always like to class like wrestling as a circus. It's like, you know, you don't just have clowns. You just have like a bit of everything, do you know what I mean? To keep everyone entertained, like, and that's what I love about it, do you know what I mean? But like I say, you know, it's been doing very well for us, like, but I just, like I say, my fear is what's going to happen. You know what I mean? People are going to die in or something in these matches, like, you know what I mean? To literally entertain people. But you know, it is fun. Like sometimes, you know what I mean. We've had like a few DOAs now, and now we've expanded like the death match brand now to like we have Thrill Kill now. And even my girlfriend, she bloody loves doing death matches now. So I don't know what I've done. You know what I mean? She's dogging me now, like for like a death match all the time. I'm like, oh God, what have I done? But yeah, man, like, you know, it's just an adaptation to wrestling. You know what I mean? So
yeah, no, it is. It is just it's just another string to the art form, isn't it? Really?
absolutely.
No, it's mad. But like on the plus side, though, you might give people nightmares with deathmatch stuff, but you're also making a lot of kids really happy with the ignition stuff in the daytime. Some of the look on some of the kids' faces when they get up close with some of the wrestlers is brilliant.
Hey, mate, I'm not even like, so I have a lot of my friends who come to these events now, and they've been watching some of the extreme stuff, and they're actually wanting to come to the extreme matches more than anything. And I'm like, oh God. So yeah, no, there is like, you know, that's the I love doing a bit of both. Do you know what I mean? And you see, there's two different energies to each promotion, right? So
Yeah,
with the ignition, it's fun, it's great. I love it. And then we're working with like a lot of upcoming talent. So it's nice to see like the younger talent progress on them shows and
yeah,
really work
definitely.
up the ranks in that as well. But what I don't like is, well, it was supposed to be like our NXT
Yeah,
ignition, but it's more of like a Raw and SmackDown. If you get
Yeah.
me by what I'm going for with it now. But yeah, I love Ignition. But then when it comes to the Extreme in the night, it's like a different vibe. Like
oh,
it's
there it
just
is, isn't it?
it's
I,
very intense. Like, you know what I mean. So,
I've
but
got
yeah,
got to be honest. The first ignition I went to was the one in November, the Cold Day in Hell. Sorry,
yes.
that wasn't ignition. What was the ignition called? Was it Level Up? No, that was the last one.
No,
Yeah.
level up coming up now. See,
What was the
I'm terrible with all the names and that now. Like, but
Mike? What was the one in November?
Oh, but yeah, you put me on the spot here, lad.
Well,
well,
anyway,
edit this one out. Yeah,
anyway, that was the first one I went to, and
yeah,
like I've got to be honest, I was proper hyped for the nighttime, and the ignition one I was like, you know, be all right, be a laugh, but I really fucking enjoyed it. It was brilliant, way
yeah,
more than I expected to. It was just fun. It was just like fun wrestling, you know. It was really
yeah,
entertaining. It was great seeing everyone, all the crowd get involved, and there's a load
yeah,
of kids on the front rows who you could see the pure joy in the faces at the fact that
yeah,
they were getting, you know, wrestlers giving
yeah,
them high fives and wrestlers kind of,
yeah,
you know, giving them stick on the way around and that, and they were looking at the
yeah.
mums and dads and going, oh, you know
Oh
what?
no,
And it was great. It was brilliant. I
that's
really
brilliant.
enjoyed it. And then
Yeah.
that last one there in January, I don't think I've ever seen a reception like Bullets when he
Oh
came
yeah.
out. It was
Wow,
brilliant.
what a monster that guy is. Like,
He get like
such a lovely guy as well.
I was speaking to him afterwards. He's a really nice guy. Like,
Yeah,
and we like us lads in the balcony there together, myself, Mike, Gav, and Dale. And that we'd never seen Bullet before, and within
yeah,
about 5 minutes, we were like, "This guy's fucking brilliant. I hope he's in the
yeah,
Rumble." And then
yeah.
we were kind of like, "Is he going to be in? Is he going to be in?" And then like when he came out in the Rumble, the pop he got was fantastic.
Yeah, see, my only fear with Bullet, like, is he's a big guy, so like obviously that's our ring, what we use. So I'm just every time he's hitting them ropes, I'm
It
seeing the
was.
ring move, and I'm like, them ropes are gonna
Yeah.
break, them ropes
It,
are gonna break, and that's why sometimes you'll see me because I'm always on the talk because I like meeting and greeting people, like it's just the way I am. But you'll see me when like I see something like that, I'll be walking outside or going for the smoke because I'm so stressed, and then when you come back in the ring, it's like. looks like a diamond in the ring. You're like, my God, these lads are massive, like, you know.
It's
But,
it's funny you say that because when Bullet was in the ring with MVK, we could see that the ring was moving a good foot to 2 feet every time
yeah,
he hit them ropes.
yeah,
It was crazy.
yeah,
The two of them,
exactly.
the
I
two of
know.
them are units,
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
ring was just sliding everywhere. And we were like, oh my God, these
yeah,
fellas.
yeah. Yeah, no, you just mentioned like MBK there, like what a talent he is.
Oh,
You
he's a
don't really
monster,
see
isn't he?
much. You don't really see much of MBK around the scene. You should, like, he is a top talent, like, you know. But yeah, no, that was probably one of the best like heavyweight contests I've seen at an Ignition show. To be fair, like, but yeah, it was a good show. Yeah, and you know, like obviously, like with every show we're doing, I'm noticing a lot of like Ignition's getting really popular now. Like the
Yeah,
numbers, like it's selling out every show. You know what I mean? Like and like the last show, like the last problem I've had with the last four Ignition shows is we're running out of chairs. Like and I'm like, oh my God. So because all Fusion's connected to like all the clubs, the same guy owns that venue. He owns all the clubs around. So I'm like that. So the manager comes to bloody level and go and get some chairs and stuff, you know. But yeah, no, because I always take my picture like from the back, like you know, smashed in and stuff like that. But and
yeah,
crowds are just getting bigger and bigger every show we do. Like so, very proud of the Ignition at the minute. Like you know, we've really created something special there as well. Like because we used to have this, we used to have them separate. So we used to have like them on different days, and I just thought. Why don't you just put them on the same day? Because
yeah,
we have a, it's this is weird, this right? So we have all our fans. There's not many Scousers. I don't think Liverpool know much of TNT. If I'm completely honest, it's more out of towners, like people from Manchester, Scotland, you know, we have had a few people come from America and stuff like that, but all Ireland and stuff like that. So all our fans are like outsiders, you know what I mean? So, but when they're coming down, I thought, well, I might just well give them something, do you know what I mean? A little bit extra. So that's why I collabed them together. And yeah, I just think it's worthwhile. Do you know what I mean? Because, like, what's the point in hiring two venues and then everything's going to, you know, just do it all on the one day, do you know what I mean? And it's less stress
yeah.
for me then.
No,
So,
it's great. I love it. It's a fantastic day. And like I've been recommending it to everyone because you can't.
oh, thank you.
Just value for money. It's great, and it's great
Yeah,
entertainment. I mean, a mate of
yeah,
mine is
no,
he's a bit worried about the deathmatch stuff because of his kids. But I said to him, just go the Ignition one in the day, and
yeah,
your kids
yeah,
will
yeah,
love it. It's brilliant. And
yeah.
then
Well,
you come in the
obviously it's
deathmatch.
yeah, obviously it's like the over 18s and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
well,
So
I said that to him. He was just fanning around, but he was like, "Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
we're being kids, and like your kids won't see any of that. Just come in the day. It's great. They'll love it."
Yeah, yeah. See, that's what we try and do as well. We try and give people like enough time as well because like there's a few people saying to you like, so I have a loads of group of people who come and will go, oh, I'm coming to the day, and then I give them enough time. So we have like the VIPs and stuff like that, and then we have like an hour break. So it gives people enough time to take the kids home and then they come to the evening show, you know.
Yeah, and for us,
Hmm.
it's great to just go out and get a bit of food, a
You see a little food, yeah.
couple of pints, bit of food, refresh, and we come straight back.
Yeah, man, that's it. Yeah, no, but it's yeah, mate. So I'm really happy. I'm surprised. I'm still standing, to be honest with you, like because it's been a rough ride. Like to be fair, like whoever tells you I like run promotions, it's like you have a group of people who run stuff like this, but it's like I have myself, but then like obviously I've had a few people who help me, but carrying the weight of everything, it's always me. Do you know what I mean? So, but with all other promotions, there's like at least about like 3 or 10. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So, over the last couple of years, it's been tough, and you know, I've had some good times, I've had some bad times. You know what I mean? But you know, to say that we're still standing after 10 years, it is definitely something to be proud of. I think
What
so.
what would you say is the hardest thing you've had to deal with then? Is it the COVID era?
Yeah, like because there's a lot of like everyone sees like wrestling, like everyone just like masks a lot of problems with wrestling, like because you know obviously there's so much stuff what goes into a show. Like everyone always sees the tip of the iceberg, don't they? And
Cool.
you know everyone's just like you've got to organise the travel, the bookings, the insurance, venues. There's a lot of effort what goes into these shows, like, you know what I mean? And to also build what you're doing as well. So we had sometimes we were like, I think at one point, like, we were running every month, like 2 shows a month. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
you get to, like, you're building your credibility, like, you're building the rep, and then that's what happened with us. We got to, like, a level, and then the COVID happened, and
yeah,
then,
fucked up.
oh man, it basically it ruined businesses though, in everything. Like, not
Yeah,
even
yeah,
just wrestling. Like, I had a few of my mates who had, like, shops and pubs and stuff like that. And they had to close because, like, it weren't doable. So it was just basically, obviously, after coming around, it was. I remember the fight with everyone. Everyone wanted to be the first show back, and I remember this time I spoke to the council, and we were getting everything in place, and we had all the risk assessments and all that sorted. And it was the time when they were actually filming Batman in,
yeah. I remember that.
in Liverpool, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So we had everything all in place, and I was buzzing, and I was like, right, we're coming back with this show and all that. I had everything all dusted off. We had Hanya, but we could only have 40 people in there, right? But I was buzzing because I was like, we're having a show back. And then we literally a week away from the show, and then someone phoned me up from the council and said, basically, we'll have to cancel the show. And I was like, what
Oh,
the fuck? Why? Why? He went, oh, no, it's just too risky, and, with it being indoors. And I said, but we've got everyone spread out, like, the right meterage and all that kind of stuff. They just had none of it. But then a week after, I'm coming into Liverpool City Centre, yeah. And as I'm coming in around, the Empire,
yeah.
there was
Yeah.
thousands and thousands of people, right? All stood next to each other, all like that, watching this big Batman scene. And I'm like, how fucked up's that? You know what I mean? And they wouldn't let me just run the show. I was like, fucking hell. Well, it's one of them. Just, you don't have that money as like Warner Brothers have, you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
you can
exactly.
just pay them off.
I
But
get that, yeah.
but I
I
remember we did, like, literally come back. I think it was like a month after. Um, they give us the go ahead, and yeah, that was the first show. I think we had a little bit more in after that. I think there was about 100. Or no, it might have been a couple of months after, actually. Sorry about that. But yeah, I think it was about 100 people we had for the first show back, going off big time. And yeah, it was a great little show. And then it was just about, like, building the reputation again.
yeah.
But it's been tough. It's just basically like starting all over again. All that work what you put into it the years prior, it was you had to reboot everything and start all over again. Do you know what I mean? So
Well,
yeah,
at least you're still standing now. I mean, that's an achievement in itself because a lot of promotions went under, didn't they, around that time? So,
mate, I've seen
it's
promotions come and go. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
It's
that's
not, you
that's
know what I
that's
mean?
an achievement to still be around now and still be going strong.
Yeah,
So I mean, like
definitely.
I thought you were going to say the biggest struggle you've had is keeping the website up to date.
Yeah, well, my girlfriend's on that now, so yeah, that'll uh, that'll be up to date all the time now. See, that's what I'm saying, because I'm juggling too much. Like,
No, yeah, yeah,
because I do literally everything, and like Granny, she's definitely, like, involved. She helps me with all the admin stuff, so she helps me out a hell of a lot. Like, you know what I mean? I'm lucky to have her
I mean,
helping me.
I have so much admiration for what you managed to do because I'll be going to the show and I'll be sat there with a pint and I'm just looking around and in my head I'm just counting the
Are you
amount,
looking at me running around like a headless chicken?
No, I'm looking at the venue, and then I'm looking at the amount of people running around doing things. I'm looking at the amount of
Yeah.
talent that's there. And I'm trying in my head, I'm just sticking the numbers together. I'm thinking before I even get halfway through counting up, I'm like, I couldn't fucking do this. This is this is fucking chaos.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so it's not like it's fucking easy, It's not like I mean, if you're ever struggling, all you have to do is go onto Twitter because everyone on there is a fucking expert.
Oh yeah, no,
You'll get one
absolutely,
there.
yeah.
They fucking
Fucking
know everything.
Bro, honest to God, they're absolute idiots, mate. Like, that's why I just post stuff and walk away, because there'll always be someone with a black name online with not the full name out telling you how to run a fucking show. Do you know what I mean? So I don't pay any attention to that. Like I've had a few conversations with Mike before off this, like, and just said, like, I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks. Like, I do it in the way I do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, and a lot of wrestling promoters want to try and like please everyone and bow down to some of these fans. Like, but I'll do it the way I fucking want to do it. Do you know what I mean? And like I say, we're still here now, so must be doing something right. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
But yeah.
Mike?
Yeah. So just going on to that, obviously at the end of this month, we've got Level Up and the DOA, as you mentioned earlier.
Oh yeah.
Both cards are unbelievable, mate. That's what I'll say off the bat.
Well, we were talking about Bullet. I just realised I've got him in a multi-man briefcase match, so God save my ring, mate. Loads of heavyweights. I'm really buzzing about this one. Like I said to you earlier on, I'm very proud of like where we've got Ignition. Like Ignition's really becoming a strong brand. Where I used to treat it as an NXT brand, it's literally up there, like with the Extreme. And who knows, one day we could have an Ignition show versus Extreme. Do you know what I mean? Like a bragging rights show, we could.
That'd be good, that. Yeah.
And
That'd be sick, yeah.
I've had a lot of people saying to me we should do that. You know what I mean? But
Well, it's interesting. It's interesting you say that because one of the matches on the card is a title unification match.
Yeah.
Yeah, you basically got a preview for that, haven't you, with the Lucy Sky Martina match? That's going to be unbelievable.
Yeah.
Honestly, Brandon's up like my girlfriend and she's worked her way right up to the top, Session Moth, she's one of my best mates in this business. So I'm really in the middle of this one. But really looking forward to this. I don't know where it's going to go. But yeah, I think it'll, whatever it's going to be a spectacle match, whatever it's going to be. And then also you've got another women's briefcase match as well.
Yes, that's looking stocked as well.
I know.
Unbelievable lineup for a match, that.
It is.
Can't wait for that one. And who else have we got? We got the return and Tom Farewell as well. He's going against Scott Oberman.
Bit of a grudge match there. That looks good.
Oh, absolutely. And we've got at.PM against Gareth Kelly and a mystery partner of his choosing. So, knowing Gareth, like I'm a good mate of Gareth, like I don't know who that could be. So I don't know who he's going to be bringing into there. It could be one of the members of Bad Boy Chili Crew, or it could be, I don't know, it could be a member of the Extreme brand, the Ignition brand. Who knows? Or it could be someone from Misfits. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Exciting stuff there.
That's going to be interesting. And then obviously we've got mentioned the men's briefcase match as well. That's going to be sick. And then we've got MVK and Joseph Collins going for the title again. So that again, like what a card! I'm really can't wait for that. What a way to start the weekend,
It is. Again, you speaking of Joseph Connors, I really enjoyed that Rumble. Obviously, apart from the what looked like a bad injury towards the end.
Oh, with Liam Carr.
Yeah, the Rumble was great. Apart from that unfortunate spot there, the Rumble was fantastic. It was great fun.
It just shows you, mate, like anything can happen. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And it's a shame because maybe the results of that Rumble could have been different if he didn't get that injury. But we were talking about talent coming up the ranks. That Liam Carr, mate, what a talent he is. That young man is going to be something special.
He's a big lad. He's a big lad,
isn't he? He is. He's a lovely lad as well. But bloody hell, what an artist he is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there was some great spots in that Rumble. Though. It was a really enjoyable event. That you could see everyone was into. Even the handstands around the ring was
Jackson.
That was class. We were like, fucking hell, if that didn't go right, that would be.
It's like Kobe Kings and stuff. You know what I mean? Remember that back in the day. But yeah, that's Jimmy Jackson for you. That but yeah, and then obviously we've got DOA coming up as well. So yeah, again, we've got the return of Ricochet Page. That's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
Tomby. Tim Strange is in it. Who else have we got? Like, see, like, you know what? Even though I booked this stuff, sometimes I forget who we've
I
got.
know. I was just listening to you there, and I was thinking, is he going to tell us who the last man is here or what? Like accidentally.
Oh no, but no. That's what I'm trying to do, mate. I'm trying to be careful here. So we got Steen, Aspen, Faith, Iceman, and Jack Harrop, and Tomby. Yeah, it's Tomby. And then the eighth entrance into DOA will be announced a little bit closer towards the event. So I'll once we're ready to drop that, I'll give you some heads up on
Nice.
that one. So, but yeah, we're really pushing about this one. Like we can't wait to announce this one. So yeah, again, mate, 29th March, going to be heavy. Tickets are flying out. All the booths are gone. Front row seating's gone. We're very limited on tickets now. Like, but yeah, man, it's going to be a crazy event.
Yeah,
Like that. Can't wait for it.
we've got a few TNT virgins coming with us this time.
Oh, hey, yes.
Yeah, so like we got a couple of people who've never been before coming, so
Yeah.
joining us.
I'm starting to notice that lately. Like, there's a lot of new faces. Do you know what I mean? I like going back to what I'm saying earlier on about like people from Liverpool as well. When people actually come and they're from Liverpool, they're like, "How long have you been here for?" I'm like, 10 years. And they're like, "You're joking." So yeah, I need to store some of my ads on the Facebook maybe and direct them just all around Liverpool or something. So people know about us a bit more.
And don't forget, the big match, Drew Parker, Edison.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I cannot wait for that, especially after the way that ended in back in November.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That's a feud that's been going on for a while. Like, you know what I mean? And it's madness. Like, I mean, I think when was it? They faced each other for the first time at BZ. It was TNT in the BZW event. Oh man, honest to God, like some of the guys from the German lads, the talent, they were like, "Oh, we want to be a part of DOA and stuff like that." And I remember them watching that match and they come over to me and said, "Still want to do DOA?" They were like, "Fuck no."
That's what I'd be like, to be honest.
Oh no, honestly, God, like that's what I'm saying, mate. It's like they kill each other in these matches. You know what I mean? So.
I'm really excited about that one. The two of them are fantastic.
Yeah.
Really good. I mean, it's great. I've taught Emerson in a few matches for the Progress event just gone, and there's another couple I've seen him recently. And I've been following through stuff he's been doing in America. It's just been fucking incredible. It's going to be great. Really excited about that. He's everywhere, isn't he? Yeah.
It's like man, like Denise, is all over the place. I'm just seeing him online.
He's fucking great, man. It's like actually speaking of him, the last event that we went to that you had Robbie X. Robbie X is next level. That fella, I think he's one of the best in the world. I love him.
No, absolutely, mate. He is. He's been around for a while, and honestly, mate, the world's starting to see how great he is now. He's in Japan, alongside Dan Maloney, and like another top talent what he's doing. He's part of the Bullet Club now, isn't he?
Yeah.
So yeah, man. It's great. Like again, it's like going back to what we were saying about them all going to the next level. Like it's just boss for me to see. Like honestly, because when you're working with these people, you get to know them on a personal level as well.
Yeah.
You actually when you're seeing them on bigger stages like in New Japan and NWA and WWE and stuff like that. Honestly, it's boss. It's just the best feeling ever. Like because you can just see how much they've worked and it's like it's all paying off for them. It's great. I love it.
Yeah, well, you see a lot of these names now linked with the bigger companies, aren't they? I say the TV level companies, and Rio actually was another one. She's another one that's been her name's being circled around. She's phenomenal as well. I don't think we mentioned her, did we? She's on that Ignition card.
Yeah, Rio's on there. Yeah, she's absolutely smashing it. Like, I mean, so most of the girls on the scene now, they're all smashing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of girls who are smashing it.
I'd seen Holly Barlow's on the cards, and the first I'd seen of
Yeah,
her was at the Progress show a couple of weeks back, and
yeah,
she was brilliant again there, and really
yeah,
looking forward to seeing more of her. And I think
yeah.
she was wrestling Lana Austin, who
I
I
believe so. Yeah,
she's a national fucking treasure there. She is fucking brilliant.
yeah. I've worked with Lana for a good few years. Like, yeah, she's become like a bit of a friend now. So like, yeah, but annoying, but yeah, she's a lovely girl.
It's no, it's good. I'm really excited about it. I'm telling everyone I know that they should go and watch it, and they really should. And if they can't, watch it on Triller because it's weird.
Yeah, that's
In
another
fact,
thing.
you get a different side to it on Triller as well because I rewatched the Cold Day in Hell on Triller after I got back, and the commentary was fantastic. The way they were ripping Glenn Jacobs, I was loving that. There was one line that got me, and it was great. And I've actually ripped it off and used it myself a few times now, where they said, "Oh, Glenn Jacobs will be rolling in his grave. I know he's not dead, but he should be." And I was like, "That's fucking great. I love it."
Oh yeah, that's funny. No, so I had someone send me, who was it? Obviously when we done game
Yeah,
and his reactions, Glenn Jacobs' reactions to like the game, and you can tell he's not happy about it. Like, but I think it was what's his name, Steve Richards. He had a
yeah.
podcast, and the actual podcast was called Game. And he was like, I love this. I thought this was great. I sent it to Glenn. I was like, I smashed it. Yeah. But who
Okay.
knows? Who knows? Game might make a return. You know what I mean?
Ah, I
And
hope so.
it's funny how it all spiraled because, like, obviously, when like the game thing happened, obviously it all stemmed from Blue Cane,
Yeah,
and then yeah, I just thought with like obviously we were doing stuff with Effie and the Big Game Brunch, like, and obviously that's another event where I love doing, like,
yeah,
it's really close to my heart, that, and it's like I'm still buzzing from when I've done the first one, like, because you go away when you do these events, because like I'm saying, like everyone sees the tip of the iceberg when you come into these events and you do these events and stuff, and then when you do them, it's the buzz what you get off them. Do you know what I mean? And it's
yeah.
everlasting with the Big Game Brunch. And working with someone like Effie, it's just unreal. Like, just he's just a credit to the whole business. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah,
always
but
love working with
I,
Effie.
I was going to ask you about Effie because like he's the kind of guy that seems to divide opinion on the internet a lot of time because he's got that kind of personality. He likes to prod people and he likes
It's the
to
way
try
with
and
it,
get
doesn't
yeah he gets a lot of bites. Like he reels so many people in.
Yeah.
Um,
Mhm.
but like yeah, I'm looking forward to that later on this year. Like it just what your thoughts are on work with him.
Yeah, it's just like ever since I met him, it was just you click with people in this business. Well, I do. Must be an
Yeah,
autistic thing or whatever, but I just clicked with him straight away, and then I've just always been watching him and the way he is and the way he carries himself, and how he's the forefront of like the LGBTQ community in wrestling. He's just amazing. Do you know what I mean? And
yeah,
he's just a top guy. Like, and I just when I seen him doing the big gay punch, I just thought, wow, I need a bit of that. I need to be a part of this or do something. So originally, like I was going to do my own thing because like I do work with a lot of you know LGBTQ community wrestlers and stuff like that. So I was just like, I just want to give them a platform to show how good they are. And
yeah.
then I remember just reaching out to him and I was just like, hey, Effie, brunch, it's an English thing. And he was like, yeah. I said, ever thought about doing one in the UK? And then he was just like, fuck it, let's do it. And then that was it. Then and then obviously we just done the back and forth book and stuff. And yeah, he's so easy to work with. You know what I mean? Just so down to earth, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's the best. He's just an amazing guy, like. And
Uh,
yeah, we've done that one. We've done the first one, what was a huge success, and then we done the last one was just gone, and that's where game was revealed. I remember Effie just saying, "Look, just do something special. So I just thought, right, let's fucking do it. Let's get creative, like. And that game was born.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that. I'm really looking forward to the next big gay brunch. And you know, you say how much it means to you to be putting that on. To be putting that on in Liverpool is like special. It's great because you know the
No,
community
absolutely.
in general in Liverpool is you know very
Yeah.
supportive, and
No,
it's great.
absolutely.
Means so much like
Absolutely.
to have that in Liverpool. I'd say,
Yeah.
and to have Effie as you know, you'd like to think that Effie feels that within Liverpool and feels that it's a very welcoming city and
Oh,
to
yeah, no,
everybody.
absolutely. For him to allow us to do it meant the world to me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So he
Yeah,
just has seen that, like, there was decency to believe in us and let us carry that brand for
yeah,
him
it's
and then the
fantastic.
TNT. So that meant the world to me anyway. Like, um, but like I say, there's so many talent. What I just wanted to showcase, and it really has. If they create some stars, like I mean,
Yeah,
like Shea Monet and Visage, and there's so many, and it was just an amazing event to be a part of. And like I say, like from the first one, I was still buzzing. Do you know what I mean? And it was more of like overwhelming from the fans, like thanking me, like messages I was getting. Like I was
yeah,
just like, wow, just thank you for getting, letting. But again, like a lot of people probably thought I was doing it for clout. I just literally weren't. Like I've done it because I wanted to do it. Do you know what I mean? It weren't like,
yeah.
let's just get be a part of this because it's going to make money. I've done it because I wanted to do it, and
Oh,
we smashed it.
there's a
And
lot of
like,
other things you could do for clout if you were just after clout. You know what I mean? It's
oh, mate, honestly.
fuck that.
A few people do things that can't like, it's it is what it is. But you know, yeah, I'm very proud of like being. I can link this to the TNT brand,
It
and
is. It's
yeah,
brilliant.
I'm really looking forward to the next one as well.
Yeah, no, it's great. I can't wait for that 'cause it's a weekender as well, isn't it? So it's
Yeah,
gonna be
so
a good one.
we've got a day. So we're bringing Silence Fury back as well. So we've got some surprises for that one as well. Like we're going to be collaborating with some promotions I can't announce at the minute.
Yeah,
That's an all women's promotion, and then in the evening, it's the big gay brunch, and then the following day, it's going to be a normal ignition show, and then it's going to be a thrill kill. So
it's
there's like
cracking.
a mixture
Good luck.
all that, yeah. I mean, I can feel the stress already, like you know what I mean. So, but yeah, nah, it's cracking. Yeah, I love it. Looking forward to it.
Is there like is there anything that you've is there any particular like whether it's a match or whether it's you know talent whatever that you've wanted to get that you've just missed out on that you've got close to? You don't have to name any names like, but just you know allude.
Um, yeah, yeah. There's some talent like still even on the scene I want to work with, but it's just not everyone's timing with me. Like I need to sit down with talent, me. I just have me weird ways about things. I don't like bringing people in willy nilly.
Yeah,
I've got to have a reason. Why are you coming in? Like, let's do a program here. Let's sit down. Do you know what I mean? And let's follow like a little program. Um, like this, like I say, there's people in the scene who still haven't worked with, who are dying to work with. But talking about people who got away. I mean, I nearly worked with Tommy End. So
but hell,
nearly had him.
yeah.
Yeah, there's been a few like Kenny Omega. I nearly had Kenny at one point.
Fucking hell.
Um, Dragon Lee. See, there's been a few, but I've also had a good talent. You know what I mean? Nearly got
Yeah, but
cozy. Nearly got cozy.
fucking hell.
When he was doing his run on the circuit, and Drew as
Yeah.
well. McIntyre, like so. Yeah, in terms of like top talent, yeah, there are definitely some lads like who wanted to use like, but obviously it just didn't fall into place well. But I mean, look who else we've worked with, you know what I mean, in the past, like you know what I mean. Yeah, so
But it's interesting that, like, before we started up, it's interesting that you do say that you will only bring people in if there's a reason. You know, you don't like to just bring people in just for the sake of it.
Yeah,
And that shows, to be honest, with the Leonardo Darwin. I thought that was an excellent showing when he was revealed, and like just that
yeah,
promo, the promo alone after that got me hooked. And we obviously
yeah,
the promo at the last show was great. You know,
yeah,
I love people. You know, people say I've got a problem with Rainbow. I love Rainbow. Zippy and Bungle are the men, or something like that. It was great.
yeah.
And you know, we couldn't obviously we couldn't not mention the most legitimate champion in the whole of wrestling, who ties
Well,
into all this in Tate Mayfair's. He's absolutely
yeah,
phenomenal.
yeah. One of my,
What
like,
what did it feel like for
famous
you?
is greatness.
It is. What did it feel like for you seeing him take that belt everywhere? Because
Right.
yeah,
This is so weird, right? I like Tate has been coming to our shows for a while, and I remember him reaching out to me and saying, "Bro, look, I'm doing this thing with NXT and stuff like that." And I was like, "I know you haven't seen my stuff, but yeah, send it." And I remember just watching the first thing I seen of Tate was the moment he walked out the locker room in NXT. I haven't even seen his work or anything yet. Instantly, I went, he's a fucking star. He,
he is, isn't he?
he's,
Absolutely.
he's the lad's money. Come out with his fucking like swagger and all that, and I just clicked straight away. I went, that guy's gonna be money. And then he done his thing, and then obviously he come in through us, and then he worked his way up through Ignition. And I just remember having a conversation with him, like, because we all, whenever you come to a TNT show, there's always an after party. So we're always out like with the wrestlers, and we're always talking shop as well after a few bevies and stuff. And I remember Tate just saying to me, he just said, "Bro, he goes, give me that belt, and I will run with that." And I said, "I've heard this before." He went, "No, bro, I will do things with that belt. No one has done that business for TNT or anyone in the world." I went, "Really?" I was like, "That okay, bro." You pissed. But yeah, I remember him just like going, right. I remember the time coming around. I was like, right, okay, ready to pull the trigger. My famous words, to pull the trigger, as Darwin keeps on saying. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I remember we went with it, and he got a belt, and I remember me, and he went, "Well, you watch what I do with this now." So I was like, okay, and then he just started just honestly like a kid, like the amount of work and everything he put into it was just unbelievable. When he got that belt, he took us to another level, and he was getting bookings in America. He was just wherever he was, that guy was showing that belt off.
Yeah.
And yeah, he took it everywhere. And to get around to where he ended up taking it to soft ground,
I know that was class. That.
I was sitting there with Barney, and I was watching this, and I just seen it. I seen it on Facebook, and I was just like, "This is money. This is fucking great." Honestly, got that in Uganda. I was like, "This is amazing. Now look at this." And then next minute, I'm not even messing 10 minutes after me watching that video. I had a phone call off Tate. He goes, "Bro, what is I'm gonna do shit with this belt? Right, I'm taking it to Uganda." I went, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm taking it to Soccer Pro Wrestling." I went, "You're fucking joking." And yeah, and then like he said, just keep it on the down low. And the next minute, like he just rocks up and you just see him Uganda with the belt. I was just like, wow. And it just made me deaf now. Like it was he literally kept to his word, and he literally made that belt so prestigious. And it's probably one of the most prestigious belts in the fucking British wrestling to this day.
Definitely.
Well, it is,
100%.
and it is to the point where he's got the attention of JBL now, hasn't
Yeah, yeah, and the rest as well, you know what I mean? But
he?
yeah, what a champion that kid is like.
He's phenomenal. He just the way he carries himself is so. But the same for like I say, it's going to be great if we see them go as it seems to be going. Obviously, I'm guessing this is where it's going. If we see Darwin and Tate, I think that's going to be fantastic. The two of them, really, a really
Yeah,
big fan
no,
of the two of them. The two of them are
absolutely.
great.
Like,
They can talk as well.
well, yeah, well, remember this last promo went on for about like half an hour.
I know, yeah.
But he definitely can talk. That guy, I speak to Darwin all the time. Like, and another example of people I want to bring in, and it's been like what 10 years. Just it's all about timing with me.
Yeah.
And like now it was time to, as you said, pull the trigger when it's time to gimmicks me the little tilt. Anyway, but he's here now. So let's see what happens. You know what I mean? Like, let's see where we go.
Yeah, exciting. It's
But
exciting.
some of the stuff, his mind for the business, it's mind blowing as well. It's just like some of the stuff he comes out with. I'm just like, wow. I thought I was bad. You know what I mean? But yeah, he's always got like ideas. Like that's great. It's lovely way to boss. It makes it so much easier when you're working with someone like that who's just got so much ideas and creative, and they want to work and they want to do it with you. It's just good.
Yeah,
But like I say, he's here now, so let's see what goes on.
That's what all the other lads on the podcast say about me, to be honest. So I can relate to that. We've took up loads of your time, AJ. Like I think we got a lot longer than we expected, but we do before. I mean, we could sit here talking to you for hours.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got loads of questions I wanted to ask you that I haven't, because we've just gone off on to other things. But I think we did have off our podcast Discord there a couple of questions from some people when Mike put the post out there. Do you want to whiz through, Mike, and then we can let Jay?
Yeah, we'll just whiz through some quick ones just to wrap up.
Yeah, quite a lot.
Yeah. So the first one's off a guy called Slug, and he says, "What's the dream match you'd love to book but haven't been able to yet?"
Wow. Do you know what? It's hard to. That is possibly the hardest fucking question.
A loaded one.
Yeah. I mean, what would everyone who's in the British wrestling scene right now, or
Up to you. However you want to answer it, mate.
I'll have to put a pin in that one. I do apologise, look, but I can't answer that right now. There's just so many talents. There's God, I can't think because there's just so many talents. I mean, it's just like that now. I'm trying to think of someone, but oh, no. I don't. Actually, no. This is the one, right? So I remember. So obviously we were in talks with, was it Hog? Yeah, I think it was Hog. Hog's the House of Glory. I'm sure a famous rapper he owns it. Master P. Master P,
Yeah.
I think he owns it, yeah. And we were in talks with them, and I wanted Fatu. You know who's in WWE now?
Yeah.
Him and Driller. That was that was going to be a match. I honestly, and then I thought nearly had it because then it was definitely because Fatu he literally started following me about like 3 months before like he got signed, and I thought, oh, this is on the cards, this, and like because I'm still in talks with Dan, like, so Dan just lets me know when he's available, and I was like that, so I messaged him straight away, and then he was just like, bro, sorry, can't. Shit, because he's been signed with WWE.
Oh, that would have been great.
Yeah, Driller and Fatu. That would have been my dream match on the Indies.
Would have been unbelievable.
Before Mike carries on with the question, I had a question that I dropped in there myself as well. Well, Sov Pro have or they had the Les Battersby World Order.
that's
What?
but
Yeah, well, like
I
they
know.
have the LBWO. Yeah, why have you
Yeah.
not had the Barry Grant Generation X? You could even call it B Generation X.
Hey, you know what? I used to like I was a background collector on Brookside, so I've got connections to Brookside. You know what I
Get
mean?
it,
So
get it on.
one of my best mates' brothers, Tined. So I mean, we could bring in a version of a Brookside faction. You never know. And lad, honestly, if I can come up with something like game, mate, bloody hell, who knows what's gonna happen, lad?
But
Do you know what I mean?
they had Martina with the LWBO, and they had Ashley the Butcher in there. So you could bring Terry Sullivan in as well, and whether
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to give a shout out to my man Shotty though. Like I'm really good mates with Shotty. Like he's just one of the nicest lads ever. And yeah, I just when he's doing all that stuff, it makes me laugh. Like you know what I mean. He's so creative, that lad. And do you ever go to any of the soft pro shows at all?
I was supposed to be going the one that they
Yeah.
had to cancel just
Ah,
before
right.
Christmas, was it there? So, or was it
Oh
January?
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't.
yeah, yeah.
I was all set to go to that one, but obviously they've had to cancel it because they had
Yeah, see,
issues with
there's
the
something,
venue and stuff. So
yeah, shit like that happens, bro. It's happened to the best of us, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sure the way, if you know Shotty the way I know Shotty, I'm sure that lad, he's got something brewing. He's just got a lot of stuff going on with like rapping and stuff like
yeah,
that. Like, I didn't even know how famous he fucking is, to be honest. Like,
Oh yeah.
until like, because I meet anyone, I speak to anyone, like, I've met loads of famous people, so I don't change the way I am for anyone, like. And I remember meeting him, and I got a picture with him. I put it up on my Instagram, and I think it was my lad. He was like, "Oh, but, do you know him?" And I was like, "What is he like?" It's like, "Not shot." So I was like, "Don't know who he is." And then I started looking through all the stuff, and I was like, "Wow," you know what I mean? But what a fucking lad he is, like, I love Shotty.
you were talking to him
Yeah,
last night, weren't you, Mike?
yeah, it's funny. I actually just met him for the first time properly last night
Oh, he's
at the
boss.
Burning Art show.
Oh yeah, yeah. He messaged me. He messaged me actually. He was saying you there, but I was just a bit busy with the family and that. So yeah, man, I would have popped down. Like, but I had people there in my presence, like passing out flyers, as you always do.
Well, anyway, now we've established that you should have a Barry Grant stable. Mike, do you want to carry on with the questions, Mike?
Yeah, so Aaron and our co-host Dan asked pretty much the same question, so I'll go with that. You said, have you ever thought about branching outside of Liverpool? To bless
Well,
the
yeah,
Southerners?
yeah, we already have. We went down to Cardiff, didn't we, with Rain of
Yeah,
Fire. That was an experience. But the problem what I have is there's already amazing promotions down there,
Yeah,
and I just
yeah,
feel like it's like this, like an agreement what I have with ICW. It's like they out of respect, like they could come to Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? They used to run Liverpool quite a lot, but they've like sort of just kept it to where they're going now in Scotland and stuff like that. Out of respect for me, like, and I'd never go to Scotland. I don't. Why should they go and step on someone's toes? You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
If there's a reason, you know what I mean. But yeah, I have like quite a bit of respect for like these other promotions, so I don't see the need. If anyone wants to come and see us, come and see us in Liverpool because that's where we're from. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't want to
yeah, of course,
saturate
man.
the brand because I've seen it with other promotions where they go and saturate other cities, and then the people that like I said to you earlier on, a lot of our fans are outsiders. So if I start going somewhere closer to them, they'll just wait until we're closer to them again. So it could fuck us up a little bit. I don't know. And maybe it's just me
yeah.
being a bit paranoid about like losing people, but I don't
Oh,
know.
well,
Never say never say never. Never say never. I
we,
would,
we,
if I'm completely honest, I would like to do London. I think London could have a bit of TNT in the future, maybe.
oh yeah,
Do you know what I mean? There's a
yeah,
nice
that'd be
little
good.
tour bus for us, lads, in it,
Yeah, I'll be going
eh?
down that. Yeah.
Yeah, you know it, lads, innit?
Well,
So yeah,
we'll be dragging the lads up to Liverpool anyway for one of the shows, so
yeah, yeah,
they
yeah, no,
they can
sweet.
stop whinging and they can get their asses up here.
Yeah, man. That's it, like, so, but yeah, man.
So go ahead. So last one we're going to do is from Gavin. Obviously, you know Gavin very well.
Yeah, I know, Gavin, a lot of love for us.
He said, "What's the maddest idea / weapon that you've had to turn down?"
I think it was a fucking, what was it? And do you know what, mate? Like, this is like fucking like a good few years. I'm like radar through here. I think it was someone turns up with an axe before. Yeah, so I remember this went. Now we'll leave that one. Oh, fucking hell, mate. It's Liverpool, and that sounds mad, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, an axe. I remember someone we went through. There was an axe, and then there was like a 24-inch dildo with gold drawing pins on it. Whoever had the fucking time to do that has got a fucking patience like a saint. And I was just like, nah, that's gonna fucking kill someone. So yeah, but yeah, everything else we just flew it in. I think the only thing was an axe.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
We've got fans bringing the weapons to this one. Who knows? Might get a fucking shotgun or something the next one.
fucking
I
hell.
don't know.
I won't be surprised.
Yeah, so, but yeah, no, yeah, it was an axe, mate.
Oh fucking hell, that's brilliant.
Mm,
Yeah, I'm conscious of time, so we'll probably leave it there.
no, thank you. Right, to the next one, lad, and I'll be seeing you all at leveled up and DOA.
Yeah, you will do,
Yeah,
mate.
man.
See you
Right,
later.
lads. Thank you very much, lads.
Thanks, guys, for joining us for this special episode. Don't forget, you can watch both Level Up Ignition and the DOA on Triller Plus on the 29th of March. And don't forget to go and follow TNT on social media. That's at TNT Extreme Res. Res is WRES. Have a nice day. See you next week.